Hello everyone. Let's learn simple equations today. One of the very important chapters from the CUT exam. We have got so many questions in the previous year exam, and this year also we are expecting some questions on simple equations. Simple equation, as the name says, it's actually simple equations. Very easy equations you can expect. For example, let's talk about linear equations involving just one variable. How to solve this kind of problem? We have 5x plus 3 is equal to 2x plus 12. So what do? We bring all x terms or the variable terms on one side and the non-variable terms on the other side. When you bring something positive to the other side, that becomes negative. This was plus 2x here, and if I'll take it on the other side, it will become minus 2x. And 12 we are left with, and I'll bring this 3 here, 3 on this side. So this will become minus 3. 5x minus 2x is 3x, and this is 12 minus 3, so 9. Dividing both sides by 3 will give you x is equal to 3. That's the answer. An easy problem, one variable. Similarly, let's take the next one. I'll bring the x terms on one side and the number term, the constant terms on the other side. If I have 4x, this 5x will come as negative 5x because it was positive. And this negative 9 when taken on the other side will become plus 9. So plus 4 minus 5. We take the sign of the bigger number. So it will be negative 1. So negative 1x or negative x is equal to 13. Dividing both sides by negative 1, we'll take the negative sign on the other side. It will become negative 13. That's the answer. Checking the next one. This is x. I'll bring this 6x on the other side, and I have negative 25 and plus 10. It was negative, so it will become positive when taken on the other side. Plus 1 minus 6 is minus 5. The sign of the higher number is taken. Negative 6. So negative 5x is equal to negative 25 plus 10 is negative 15. Dividing both sides by negative 5 will give you x is equal to 3. We can remove the negative signs. So these are very easy questions just in which we have just one variable involved. Let me show you one question which came in the previous year. This was about the match list 1 with list 2. You were supposed to solve these A, B, C, D questions and match their values, whatever you get for x. For example, if I solve the A part is about 2x minus 4 is equal to 2 minus x. I'll take x terms on one side. This x will come as plus x when taken on the other side, and this negative 4 will become plus 4. So we get 3x is equal to 2 plus 4, 6. Dividing both sides by 3 will give you x is equal to 2. If x is 2, that means a will go to the second part. Since a is going to second part, my answer can't be b. B is eliminated. Checking the next one, if I have 7 minus 4x is equal to 0, I can take x on the other side, and this will become 7 equal to 4x, or it's same as writing x 4x is equal to 7. Now dividing both sides by 4 will give you x is equal to 7 over 4. That means my B will match with the third one. Since B will match with the third one, answer can't be A because B is showing 4 here. Answer can't be D because B is showing 1 here. So the answer must be C. Take the help of from the options as much as you can. Elimination should go simultaneously. It will reduce your calculation. Otherwise, I can just quickly solve all the equations. See, x over 2 minus 3 equal to 0. Now, I can take this 3 on the other side, which will give you x by 2 equal to 3. Now, you can multiply both sides by 2, will give you x is equal to 6. This 2 will be removed. 2 is in the denominator. Multiplying both sides by 2 will remove this 2 from x, and we'll get the answer x is equal to 6. Similarly, this can be solved. This is when you take this x on the other side, this will become 2x minus x equal to 6 minus 3. So x is equal to 3. So this goes with 3 and this goes with this. C is the right answer, but you don't need to solve all of them. If the elimination is working, then keep eliminating. If, for example, I eliminated the first option, when I got the value of A as the second one, I eliminated option B because A is showing 1 here. So similarly, checking another option can help you eliminate more choices. Okay, moving ahead. We did equations in one variable. Now let's talk about equations in two variables. Equations in two variables are simple if you apply the elimination method. By elimination method, I mean you need to eliminate one of the variables and calculate the value of the other one. Uh, how do we do this? Let's look at this first question. We have 2x minus y is equal to 9 and x plus 2y is equal to 12. So let's do one thing. First of all, target to make one of the variables coefficient. By coefficient, I mean suppose this is 2x, then the coefficient of x is 2. Suppose this is 3y, then the coefficient of y is 3. Make the coefficient of one of the variables same in the two equations. If I multiply the first equation by 2, the whole thing, my coefficient will become same for y in both the equations. So this will change to 4x minus 2y equal to 18 and x plus 2y equal to 12. The second remains as it is because I haven't done anything with the second one. I just multiplied the first one by 2 to make y's coefficient same in both the equations. Now, since it's about elimination, that means I need to eliminate one of the variables. Now, if I add the two equations, you can see this becomes 5x and minus 2y plus 2y will be 0. It's nothing. It's gone. Negative 2 plus 2. And this is equal to 18 plus 12, 30. So 5x is equal to 30. So from here, we'll get the value of x is equal to 6. Dividing both sides by 5. If I get the value of one of the variables, x is equal to 6, I can substitute that in any of the two equations. Suppose I substitute here. X is equal to 6. 2 times 6 will become 12. So 12 minus 9, I can take y on the other side. So y comes out to be 3. It's not necessary that which variable, which part you eliminate. You eliminate x or you eliminate y. Just be careful that you need to eliminate one of them and you need to make the coefficient of that particular variable same in both the expressions. Checking the next one. We have x minus 4y is equal to 8 and 3x plus 2y is equal to negative 4. Let's eliminate x this time. So I'll multiply the first equation by 3. Multiplying the first equation by 3 will give you 3x minus 12, 12y equal to 24. And second equation I haven't changed. 3x plus 2y equal to negative 4. Now, adding the two equation will not eliminate x because that will like 3x plus 3x will give you 6x. But I made the variable coefficient of x same in both the equation just to eliminate x. So what will I do? I'll subtract the two equations. And when we subtract, we actually change the sign of all the terms in the bottom equation. Since this is plus already, if nothing is mentioned, it's assumed to be plus. I'll change it to minus. This is plus 2y, I'll make it negative. Minus 4 will become plus 4. We have to change the sign of all the expressions in the bottom equation. Now 3x minus 3x will remove it, like it will become 0. Negative 12 and negative 2 will give you negative 14y. 24 plus 4 will give you 28. Now dividing both sides by negative 14 will give you y is equal to 28 divided by negative 14. So that's negative 2. Now this is to be substituted in any of the two equations to get the value of x. So x minus 4 times negative 2 equal to 8. Negative, negative when multiplied will become positive. 4 times 2, 8 equal to 8. Taking 8 on the other side, this becomes 8 minus 8, 0. So x is 0 and y is negative 2. This elimination thing is the faster method of solving two equations involving two variables. Moving ahead. Now, when it's about the combinations of two or more variables, then what happens? Uh, for example, for this particular one, x plus 2y is 8 and 4x plus 3y is equal to 12. One way of dealing with this, and we are looking for x plus y, the combination of two. We are not asked for the individual value of x or y, but we are asked for the sum of the two variables. What happens? Usually, we can solve this question by either adding the two equations or by subtracting the two equations. For example, if I add them, this is what? I'll get 5x plus 5y equal to 20. Now I think I can divide the whole thing by 5 will give me x plus y equal to 20 by 5, that's 4. I got the answer. Usually in majority of the problems you can see that the combination of the two variables can be obtained by adding the two equations or subtracting the two equations. I'm saying in majority because in the exam we are not expecting that high level in the general mathematics test. We are expecting questions which will be some tricky questions, but ultimately very easy ones. Not knowing this method, what will students do? They will actually find the value of x individually and y individually and then substitute and then find the value of x plus y. And that can also be done, but that's not required. You have two equations, you can apply the elimination method and find the value of x and find the value of y and then substitute. But that much working is not required when you can simply get it by adding the two equations. Okay, checking the next one, we have two equations and we're looking for the combination of 2x plus 2y. Let's see if addition of the two equation works. This is, if I add the two equations, I'm getting 5x minus 5y equal to 14. Well, I'm looking for the addition, not the subtraction in between. So this addition thing is not working. Let's check if the subtraction works. 3x minus 2y is equal to 6 and 2x minus 3y equal to 8. As I said, if I need to subtract, I need to change the sign of all the bottom expression. If this is plus already, I'll make it minus. If this is minus, I'll make it plus. And if this is plus, I'll make it minus. 3 minus 2 is 1. Minus 2 plus 3 is again subtraction. So plus 3 minus 2 is also 1. And negative 8 plus 6 will give you negative 2. This is giving me the value of x plus y is equal to negative 2. But I'm looking for the value of x 2x plus 2y. 2x plus 2y is actually same as 2 times of x plus y. So if I know the value of x plus y, I can simply multiply that by 2. This is negative 2. So the answer for the required expression is negative 4. Once again, we can find the answer by finding the values of x and y and then substituting the same. But remember, always look for the addition or subtraction method first before you actually jump to the normal way of solving for x and y. This works in majority of the problems. Okay, going to the next concept. This is about the position of the lines. When we draw a graph, we would draw a graph for two lines. How would the line look like? How would the line come out to be? This is all about that. If you have two equations ax1 plus by1 plus c1 equal to 0 and a2 ax2 by2 and c2 equal to 0, then what happens? Then see, please note. Oh, wait, I think this should be a1. This should be, the next one should be a2. It's not x1, x2, sorry. This is b1 and this is b2. Why? And x variables won't change. Only the constant terms are different. Okay. Now, this is probably typing error. Okay, if you have a1 over a2 equal to b1 over b2 equal to c1 over c2, then you have infinitely many solutions. What is the meaning of this? That means when you draw the lines are actually overlapping. They are same. When you draw both the lines will come out to be exactly the same. For example, something like this. Suppose you have an equation x plus y equal to 3 and you have say 3x plus 3y equal to 9, this kind of lines. These two lines are actually same. So you have all the values lying on this line are the solutions of the line. So that's why you will have infinitely many solutions. All the points on the line are the solutions. Now, the next one is when a1 over a2 is not equal to b1 over b2. In that case, you have a definite, or you can say the unique solution. What is the meaning of unique solution? It means when you draw the lines will cut at just one point. You have one solution. The lines will cut at a point when you draw these two lines in the coordinate plane. And the third case is when you have a1 over a2 equal to b1 over b2 but not equal to c1 over c2, then you will have no solution. It means the lines are actually the parallel lines. When you draw them, they are actually parallel lines. Parallel lines are those lines which never meet. The gap between them remains constant throughout. Okay, let's see what kind of question we can expect for this kind of problem. For example, you have two equations here. You are looking for the value of k if the equations have unique solution. What happens in case of unique solutions? We have a1 over a2 not equal to b1 over b2. What is my a1 here? My a1 is 3 here. My a2 is 1 here. My b1 is k. My b2 is -2. My c1 is 12 and c2 is 4. When I'm looking for unique solution, what do I need to look for? I need to look for a1 over a2 not equal to b1 over b2. So 3 over 1 not equal to k over -2. It means I can simply cross multiply. This 2 will go there. So k not equal to -6. K is not equal to -6 if I want a unique solution or if I want the lines to cut at a just one point. Okay, the equations have many solutions, infinitely many solutions. It means the lines are overlapping lines, one over the other. They're the same lines. In that case, what happens? We have the formula a1 over a2 equal to b1 over b2 equal to c1 over c2. So here, for this question, we have 3 over 1 equal to k over -2 equal to 12 over 4. You can find the value of k and using any two relations. You can use these two, you can use these two, whatever. If I use these two, k will come out to be -6, simply cross multiplying. So for the unique solution, k is not equal to -6, but for the infinitely many solution, you are getting k equal to -6. All right, now checking the next. This is about you have one solution and you're looking for the next one. What exactly is written over here? Let me explain you with the help of an equation. For example, I have any equation say 2x plus 3y equal to anything say 20. Now, one random solution is never difficult. You can always find one random solution. For example, I can easily find one random solution here. I can have x is equal to 10 and y equal to 0. One random solution is always better if we calculate by putting one of the variables 0. And suppose given x and y are integers, because otherwise you can have many solutions. It will not be restricted. X is equal to 10 and y is equal to 0. One combination of x and y I got. Now, to find the next solution, it's very easy. What we need to do, be just careful with the coefficient. Coefficient of x is 2 and the coefficient of y is 3. Simply do one thing, subtract the coefficient of y from the value of x and add the coefficient of x to the value of y. The next solution we can get is 7, 2. You can cross check, it will work. Put 7, x is equal to 7, you'll get 14 and y is equal to 2, you'll get 6. 14 plus 2, 14 plus 6 is 20. So this is working. You can repeat the same to get the next solution. What will I do? I subtract the coefficient of y from the value of x and add the coefficient of x to the value of y. So this will come out to be 4, 4. One more solution I got. I'll repeat the same process and get the next one. 4 minus 3 and 4 plus 2. So the next solution is 1 comma 6. Can I go beyond this? If I'm given that x and y are positive integers, I would have to stop here and I can simply say that there are this is possible, this is possible, and this is possible. If I'm given the positive integer, even this 10 comma 0 won't be possible because 0 is not positive. If I'm given that x and y are non-zero integers, even then this won't be possible. The negative numbers are possible. When the question says non-zero, it means you can have positive or negative solution but not zero involved solution. But if the question says only positive, then zero won't be taken. If the question says negative, even then zero won't be considered. So question will be actually specific about the kind of solutions you're looking for. They'll restrict you somewhere. Most probably they'll give you like for the positive solutions only. The trick can be about the non-negative thing. When they talk about the non-negative, then you can consider zero because zero is not a negative number. All right, so this is what we have written. If one of the solution of the equation, you have an equation and the solution is m comma n, then the next solution you can obtain by subtracting the coefficient of y from the value of x and adding the coefficient of x to the value of y, or the reverse. You can add the coefficient of y to the value of x and subtract the coefficient of x from the value of y. It depends wherever you will go, it depends on what kind of solutions you are looking for. If you want negative solutions for x and y, or if you want only positive, or if you want zero or not, depending upon that, you will decide that if you need to add b or you need to subtract b. That means the coefficient of y is to be added to the value of x or subtracted to from the value of x. Okay, one will be added and the other one will be subtracted. All right, this particular thing is important when the question asks you how many solutions are possible. There are a few word problems which have come in the exam. They have given you not the direct equations, but some statements from which you need to form an equation and then solve the question. I'll make another video for the same. Till then, we'll just stop here. Thank you.